YouTube family. I am Tiffany Empire Impact Ignite. Excuse my voice, but this is the 12th day of the 12-day business breakthrough challenge. Okay, 12th lesson. You couldn't have told me that it would have took me this long to get y'all these lessons. But here we are, as promised, in the month of September. This breakthrough. Okay, so this is our final lesson. If you are ready to start your business, scale your business, make sure you write in, book your consultation on iamtiffany.org because I want to see you in the future looking better, brighter, wiser, with great strategies for you and your business. If you did not catch the other 11 lessons, then you're going to have to go back on the channel. Make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comment section where you tuning in from. So this is planning for your future, all right? You done got your SMART goals. You done did your client analysis, assessments, tests, all kind of stuff you done gathered. Now, in this lesson, you're going to get introduced to what is planning for your future, how to increase, basically increasing your income, having base prices. Of course, I'm talking to those. You may not be in the barber beauty industry, but you may just be in business. So you still got to have a base price. Business means you're making profit. So you gotta have base price, calculating your base average ticket in my pocket, tracking your progress, setting your career in the industry up to win. You want to set yourself up to win. So that's what this is about. Our objectives will be identifying 3 major ways beauty, barber, wellness professionals can increase their income. Also explain what the base price is and how operating expenses impact the base price. Describe how to use the base average ticket to plan your finances. Okay, so this is a great lesson for all the people that be like, they ain't got no budget. So introduction. So I'm not gonna hold y'all long. It's Friday night anyway. Um, be sure to share this if you know any new entrepreneurs, people that need maybe a business coach or a mentor as well. Throughout this course, you've learned program systems that you can implement immediately to begin the process of building your client base, increasing your sales abilities, and growing your income. All right. We have looked at the budget, and that's how much money you make, how you spend your money, places where you can curb your spending. Now, in this lesson, we're going to look at ways you can actively increase your earnings and income and how you can use all the strategies you've learned to plan out a year in advance. How much money will you make? Planning out your income and actively working on increasing it is essential to knowing how much money you will have to spend or save for the future. We will once again look at tracking your progress as means of achieving all of your financial goals. Why study planning for your future? It is important because as a beauty, barber, wellness professional, you should be aware, professionals should be aware of ways in which they generate income and the things that can be done to generate income more if they desire to do so. So if that's what you want to do, we already know we're going in for a quarter. You need to know this. So, two, to make enough income to cover your personal expenses, you must have a clear understanding of your base price and how to calculate it. By understanding how to determine the base average tickets in your professions, you so as a professionals can make financial plans for the year and plan to increase their income whenever they desire to do so. So if you at least understand the base price. Increasing your income. All right. So in our lesson 6, managing your finances, you spent some time creating a budget and reviewing and spending on how they may look. Look at that information again. In this lesson, you're going to determine how well your income level is at serving you and decide whether or not you need to make more money. Many people feel that making more money is out of their control. After all, their salary is what it is. But you're in the beauty industry, and that means you are largely in control of your earnings. How fortunate are you in being a professional where individuals can actually affect the amount of money they make and can increase exponentially whether they desire to do so? Remember, there are three main avenues increasing your income in the beauty barber industry. You can increase your average ticket in service retail using the needs assessments, the retail system, playing the booking game. Okay, we did that in lessons 7, 8, and 9. Increasing the number of visits of a customer, the turn ratio, rebooking, we discussed in lessons 9 and 10. Increasing the number of customers you service using the referral program, and other marketings in 10 and 11. So, did you know one of the most amazing ways you can give exceptional customer service and get tons of referrals effective in profound ways? In other words, listen to them. Miss Jones tell you she's worried about her daughter flunking out of school. Don't worry. Don't try to offer her advice. Don't try to fix it. Just intentionally listen and let her know that her voice, her thoughts and concerns, let her know that she can voice her thoughts and concerns without judgment or comments. You can say you're sorry that she's stressed about that, or you wish she wasn't dealing with that upset situation right now. And then do everything you can to make her experience more relaxing and fun. Offer her hand and arm massages. Treat her to a milkshake from the deli around the corner. Fresh brew pot of coffee. Little things like that to let her know that you care. Okay? Each of the options has merits and can be accomplished some more quickly and easier than others. You will want to work on all three areas mentioned above to increase your income and earnings. Later in the lesson, um, you will be instructed to your instructor. I'll take you through the exercise. If you want to do the exercise, then you need to book your coaching session to teach you a very specific system that will enable you to increase your income with your clients you already have coming into you. For now, it's important that you know that you and only you are in charge and in control of how much money you earn. What a wonderful feeling of relief. You're in control. CEO. Drop CEO in the comment section. CEO. You in control. A big part of financial freedom is having your heart and mind free from worrying about what ifs of life. Suze Orman, author, a personal finance expert, television personality. So now this is about the base price. So the base price, although you are not in the workplace yet, you soon will be, because of course I'm talking to students, but you might already be in there. So now you back, get your mind back ready on how you about to act when you go back to the workplace. And it is important that you know how to service, create service prices and look for a potential um, salon, barbershop, or setup that will enable you to actually bring in enough money into the salon so that you can take home the size check you want and need to take home. Let's begin with the base price. Your base price is how much you absolutely have to charge for a service to cover all of your costs. Um, it is the price that is charged for the minimum service inside your business. The minimum services is what the typical client will come into the salon, barbershop, place of business, um, to receive. For the hairstylist, the barber, the minimum service is a haircut. For esthetician, it's a facial. For a nail tech, it's a pedicure. For a massage therapist, it's a 50-minute massage. Interestingly, Places and most technicians price their service based upon comparisons of what other charges, and that is not good. Um, they think by doing this they will be competitors, but in doing this, you're making an assumption. The assumption is that the price of the others are charging for a service will cover all of their costs and providing service and still leave enough profit left over for a take-home paycheck. Unfortunately, this is rarely the case. If you do not create a base price that covers your overhead for your profits, then neither you nor the um, salon, spa, barbershop will be able to stay in business very long, going out of business. Overhead expenses. What are your overhead expenses? You want to know them overhead expenses. For you, the technician, your overhead expenses simply are simple. Your personal expenses, your rent, your mortgage, your car payment, child care, food, clothing, partying, and other expenses. How much do you spend per month on this? For the salon overhead is more detailed. Okay, the costs such as accounting, advertising, depreciation, the payroll for the stylists, technicians, therapists, the indirect labor employees who help manage the business may not provide the service, insurance, interest, legal fees, rents, repair, equipment, inventory, taxes, phone, travel, utility. The barbershop, salon, and spa, you know these costs are established and selling prices for their services. What this mean for you is that when you go to work in the salon, you must look at their base price. The base price. What are they charging for the minimum service to determine the amount that you will need to take home when performing a service is enough to cover your overhead. You must analyze what you must make per client in order to pay your monthly expenses. Calculating your base average ticket to calculate how much you need to make per client, pay your expenses, and it will determine your base price. For example, if you say you want to take home $2,000 per month, this is just a minimum. You start by doubling the amount you want to take home to 4,000 because salons will pay a commission of 40 to 60%. For example, if you're the stylist and your salon average is $40 a haircut and 40 is your base price, then how many clients must you service to take home 2,000? You simply take the 4,000 and divide it by 40, which it comes to 100 clients. This means you have to service at least 100 clients over the month. Average ticket $40 to meet your expenses. In class, your instructor will talk about the exercise so you can determine your base price. Just let me know if you want to do the exercise and we can do it on a coaching call. What your average ticket should be. This information will be valuable by serving as your goal when choosing a place of employment. All right, if you're going to become an independent contractor, then it indicates it's exactly where your pricing should be. In my pocket, are you reading this and thinking, that's great, but when I get into the salon, I want to make more than 2,000 a month? If so, reread the first section of this chapter because we identified exactly how to do that. There are 3 ways to increase your income: increase sales, increase client turns, and increase number of clients. By focusing on the median service only, you are simply looking at what you will get every day if with this only one service. If you give them what they call in and order, everything in the program at this point has been designed to help you know how to take what the client calls in order, the minimum service, and make a professional recommendation to increase that ticket. Going from base average ticket to a ticket average will help you achieve your financial goals? Why is it important for you to understand and be in control of? Why is this important for you to understand and be in control of? After all, you just want to practice your art and make people look and feel great, right? Unfortunately, too many beauty barber professionals feel this way and they leave the stability of their finances in the hand of people they don't know. That's why we're doing this challenge. We breaking through. Isn't it better to have basic understanding of the amount of money that you want to make per year and the amount that each client will need to spend before taking a position? Otherwise, you could easily find yourself in a salon where your base average ticket is far too low to make your desired income with no idea on how to increase it. I had to make my own living, my own opportunity, but I did it. I didn't sit down and wait for the opportunity to come to me. Get up and make them. Madam C.J. Walker, a beauty company entrepreneur and the first African American woman to become a self-made millionaire. Here's a little secret. If you know how much your clients need to spend with you to make the exact amount of money you want and need, you also know how to give yourself a raise. Knowing how to get what you need now also puts power in your hand to raise your income level whenever you need to raise it. In this lesson, you and your instructor will go through a second activity called In Your Pocket. So all these activities, the only way we can do it is if you call in and book your session. The activity is designed to help you set your goals for the next year. Once you have a picture in mind, in view of what your income and financial goals are, you will review the information and enter your statistics in the tracking form and continue to monitor your progress, making adjustments when needed. At the end of the year, you will have an accurate record of the goals that you set and the goals you achieve. Once you master this exercise, you will be able to use the process to plan your financial goals for every year for your professional life. Each year, you will review the progress and achievements of the goals you need to desire, which will increase your income and savings investments as you go. Don't it already feel good to have a method to be in control of your finances? Yes. Comment yes in the comment section. Tracking your progress. Of course, since you've done all the worksheets in this course, you will already know that what your personal budget is, and how much you need to charge in order to meet the obligations. But what about achieving your dreams? What about it? What about it? If you don't already know how and what your professional life how want to see your professional life grow and prosper, you will shortly. What could that life hold for you? Will you own property or several properties? Will you own a salon, spa, barbershop, chain of them? What kind of home will you live in? Will you have a family? What kind of opportunities do you want to provide for them? These are important questions. The best way to prepare for them, prepare for and to achieve the kind of life you really want is to track your progress. Your instructor has already introduced you to various worksheets and is tracking, track using tracking sheets. So you must commit to using it in order to be successful. If you have been using the goal tracker, bravo, bravo, bravo. If you haven't, here's one more chance to commit to using it. So if you want to go tracker, let me know. You're going to have to book. Remember, tracking your progress is only one way to see what is working and what isn't. So you can be in position to adjust your game. If you can't tell how long it's going, how will you ever know if you are going to achieve the goals or not? Everyone says they want to be successful, but only a few people are actually willing to do what it takes to be successful. So often being successful is about being willing to do all the things other people aren't willing to do. Are you ready, willing, and able to do what it takes to be successful? We're going to find out how much money you need to make each day with each and every client in order to live your dreams, and you will need to commit to them. Think of tracking like a GPS, global positioning system. In a road trip, if you type the address where you're gonna go to the GPS, you'll follow the directions that you're given. Modify your directions if a mistake is made, and will eventually successfully get to your location. But you first have to decide where you're going. Be willing to take the time and address it in the system and follow your plan to the end. This thing is good to me. You gotta be willing. You gotta be willing. Setting your career and the industry up to win. So you better have done got your notebooks and everything. So are you proud of the industry you're entering? Do you like to tell everyone you meet about your decision to become a professional in the beauty barber industry, wellness industry? When you tell someone that you are attending school and becoming a future licensed professional, whether that's what response do you have? Like when you tell people you about to become a barber, a cosmo, a nail tech, a doctor, or lawyer, whatever you about to do, whatever you got going on. What are the responses? Chances are you have at least a few people questioning why you want to work in such an industry. You see, this is a common misconception, and in our world today, that a career in beauty industry is not a viable career. Then who gonna do your hair then? Tell me that. That is not a profitable career. The general public doesn't know what you have to go through to get your education. They are not aware of the hours you spent studying the sciences that's involved in infection control, standards that you must learn and apply. They do not realize the physical demand you must endure, while as well as the people skills you must invest. There's a misconception of the way beauty, barber, and wellness professionals are undereducated and have far less than people in their industry. In fact, they were to look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The reported median average for barber beauty wellness professionals is 25,000 and 30,000. It seems low, doesn't it? You may wonder, why is it so low? Your school may have told you that the opportunity to make much more than this. In fact, through the last few lessons, because I think it might have been our last 11 lessons, we have spent a tremendous amount of time talking about how you can make much money as you want to. So why does the Bureau of Labor show such a low minimum salary? The reality is that many professionals in the industry who may not accurately report their income is not that they are intentionally showing that. Instead of they're intentionally trying to beat the system. Yes, and it is that they never learn what is required and how important it is. Many professionals do not know that accurately reporting all income, including tips, is a federal law. The professionals do not understand the impact their lack reporting has had the beauty barber wellness industry. Um, in your business fundamental training, okay? You have been learning, this is your business fundamentals. You've been learning about creating successful habits and being accountable. It is critical that you realize that in addition to your own success, you have the ability to raise the image and standard of this great industry. As you begin your career and begin working with others, in the industry, you may run across some professionals who advises you that you do not have to report your tips as income. Realize that that is bad advice and is 100% absolutely false. Every salon professional, both technician, owner, required by the federal law to report income, including tips, taxes, and wages, okay? Tips are taxable wages, and you are not only required to report them as income, but you are required to tips are taxable, okay. But also pay the required FICA taxes on those tips. It is required by law. Compliance with this law is not optional. Underreported income devalues you as a professional in the industry as a whole. Failure to accurately report all income has consequences. It is a federal law that if you do not accurately report your income, you are vulnerable to IRS audits, tax fraud, tax evasions, and criminal offense that can lead to legal actions, including fines and penalties, and potentially jail time. It decreases your borrowing power down the road. You may decide to buy a home or open your own salon spa. Your ability to borrow based on the money you're reporting. If your income is less than what you actually earn, you'll be ineligible for a loan. If you make enough money to make that happen, but if it's on paper, it isn't going to happen. The income needed to borrow money must be documented. If you're paying less into Social Security, it may be hard to think about when you retire, when you are beginning your career, but this is something that you best time to start planning. One part of your retirement plan will be your Social Security. If you underreport your income, you are reducing the amount of your Social Security benefits you'll receive at retirement. Um, it lowers the Bureau of Labor Endorsement and Sustainable Industries. Why is it important? What they report simply, their data is used to determine if this is a viable career. If the Bureau of Labor considers this is a non-viable career, it can lead to low federal loans and grants available to the future barber, beauty, wellness students. It devalues the legitimacy of the beauty industry as a whole. Consequently, this result in the lack of respect for you as a beauty professional. Well, that was deep. Not reporting all the income is not only against the law, it is detrimental to your financial prosperity. It may seem that it is more fun to have a few extra dollars in your pocket each week and not reporting your tips, but the truth be told, is the joy of the few extra dollars a week is not going to outweigh the benefits of accurately reporting your income. Your business fundamental trainings. All right. Your business fundamental training has been all about discovering what it takes to build a profitable career in this industry. You have discovered how to make a good living, and we've already you're in this business. You're in a business that affords you the opportunity to live those dreams. This lesson is titled Planning for the Future, Creating a Future which you want to live. The reality is you're only one person that create time. The ability to control how much money you make. You establish financial stands that will afford you every bit, no, everything you want. Don't jeopardize jeopardy because don't jeopardize your dreams and your goals by breaking the law. Set yourself up to win. And at the same time, raise the bar in the industry and help set future students up to win as well. So that is amazing. If you're interested in barber beauty, this industry, book your consultation. Because that's good when you setting people up to win. So the summary of this lesson, basically what we went over, this lesson we discussed the averages, the advantage of identifying your base price you'll need to make in order to pay your expenses by calculating, how much income you must make, your expenses, and then how much you will need to live the life of your dreams. You can begin understanding the importance of being behind every system you will learn so far. This program, it's no longer about being a pushy salesperson. You're a you're using a system to make professional recommendations to your clients, and in turn, you're creating a paycheck for yourself, putting you in control over how much income you can generate per day and throughout your career. All right, these last three questions is the review questions. So it's what are the three ways barber beauty professionals can increase their income? Number two, what is the best price? What is the base price? What are your ongoing, your outrage, express? What is the base price? And what are your operating expenses? Number three, what is the base average ticket and how can it be used to plan your future? So, as promised, 12-day business breakthrough challenge completed. Still in the month of September, birthday month. Oh my goodness. Are y'all ready for October or nah? Hopefully this video get added tonight. If it take too long, then it's gonna come in the morning. I am Tiffany, Empire Impact Ignite. Be blessed.